Mr. Motley coming back at you live and direct again, and we're kind of breaking down some of the pictures that we saw in the El Paso, Texas shooting, and we're talking about some of the victims. And like we say, anytime they give you a victim, they're going to give you a ritual. So we were talking about Jordan and Chando. This is one of the victims that they say, and how they really. We talked a lot about in our last video the colors of ritual. These people have no coup. They're gonna throw it right in your face. You don't know what the heck going on. They use everything to their advantage. Take what they give you. I always say take what they give you. You don't have to create anything. Just take what they're showing you. So we get T-Mobile. They're gonna give us T-Mobile. Of course, T-Mobile will give us. Make sure we get it right. All right, so T-Mobile gives us our 3111. It's all just a big, you're just going in circles, people. 41 and 13 prime number. Francis Bacon takes us back to 76. Remember we talked about Act 76? Let me can pull up Act 76 for everyone. I mean, we're going in circles. At this point, people, we're just going in circles. Acts 7:6, God spoke to him in this way. For 400 years, your descendants will be strangers in this country, not their own, and they will be enslaved and mistreated. So Acts 7:6 takes you back to the original Israelite, what this war is all about. Finding that original Israelite, that 144, before all hell breaks loose. Remember, they got to stop this 144. They cannot let this 144 become energized. But they have to find the 144 first, and that's going to take a while. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen after Civil War and revolution and all sorts of nuclear wars is already kicked off before they find this 144. But they're starting the search right now. So that's what this is all about, the beginning of the search. So we're in this first stage of alpha. But T-Mobile, they throw it at you to tell you what time it is. Then let's go to the date. So this story with Miss Ochando was posted today, so 2 days after the event. They give you the victims. They got to come with their second part of the ritual, the victims. So you go with your tools here and go with our date duration. And we're going to look at two things inside it. So we'll go to 8, 5. So our numerology for the day, of course, 52, 25, 23, 13, yada, yada, yada. You see the BS that we're on already. But also, let's go to that date, because they gave us something else. We're not going to overlook it. They gave us 7/6/2018. A date with, if you put those numbers together, it's 1 year, 30 days, which is nothing but 13. And then 51, 24 numerology, 31 numerology, 22 numerology, 13 numerology, 15 numerology. Much I say more. That is why they do what they do. So they always give you something. And there's the big fat 7/6/18, 31, all those numbers. And then we added it up, 7 plus 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That all equals 22. Go to your date numerology for 7/16, what'd you get? 22. That's how they do it. Playing with you, right in your face. They put it in your face because you're not going to question anything. We don't question anything like this. They call me crazy because I question stuff. I'm just looking at what they give me. I'm not crazy. They give you this. You just got to know what you're looking at. Look how they position these J's. So the J, we learned about the pillars. In masonry, you have 2 pillars. And anything inside of those 2 pillars. So that JJ, take your JJ, they give you your 2 and 20. Now remember when they first had put out the victims, 20, you had 20 dead. Go back to 2, remember the 2-month-old. 20 equals 107, 26. It took us back to that 26. 26 injured in both shootings. 107 is our kill code. Put that 107 to 17. 46 the number of sacrifice, 15 the number of deception, which this probably is just another deception story. As I said, somebody go and find somebody who lives in this area. Let's get the 9411 and put it out right. Put out the news right. Bet then a damn thing happened at the goddamn Walmart except for people who were buying cheese and cold cuts. Alright, so they give us 915. Make sure they give us another beautiful number. That's 10 plus 5, which is 15. It's nothing. You don't have to be a wizard to get the number of deception out of this whole thing. And there's her cheese and Miss Deception herself. God knows what her name is. All right, get 915. Get to once again. Take what they give you. Now, I'm not going to put N because they didn't give me an N. They just gave me 915. All right, so 915 goes back to the 100. 856, 89, 305, or 35, the number of deception. 3 times 5 can be 15. See, it's 606 with the 63. 93, you get to keep up time out of this Saturn. 83, which is 8 plus 3, which is 11. All well hidden. See, they got a 181. 181, the 42nd prime number, going back to diaspora. When we talk about 42, the nigga number. That's why we said, and Brother Yahi said they were going to pick on the Mexicans soon. They were going to pick on the Mexicans. That's exactly what they're doing. So by script with these people, they do it exactly by script. And by scripture, what I mean by script. So we got this other piece in here. What did it say? I think it said Freight Force 1. Strange way of putting something. Freight Force 1. We'll take the 2 F's because in time to give you duality. Look at it. There's your 12. There's your 24. There's your 42. Just a rerun of what you already had, people. Anytime you see duality, they give you something. Freight Force 1 gives us 154, gives us 91. We'll take those two big numbers, see if we can reduce them down. Of course, 91 equals 13. 154. And for those that don't believe, we'll take 61. Which is the 18 prime number. Remember, we have a lot of 18. This is all about 18. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 8 is 8. They're taking us back to 811. That's all it's about. It's all about 811 building up negative energy. These people don't believe in anything, doing anything without trying to build up energy. And all this is about is building up energy. Remember, we're talking about opening a CERN or a portal. You gotta have negative energy to build this portal. And portal is 22. Seen a lot of 22 and 23s and 41, 13s. All that energy is to build up this portal. And you go through most of our stuff, especially with Jordan Ochanda. See, we got all this portal energy out here. Okay, so basically just seeing reruns. It's all is about reruns. I got a couple of minutes for a break out of this one. So just basically see how they do it. You see how they put the ritual in front of your face. You know, her with the pink shoes really give away the ritual. The pink and the black give away the ritual. The red and the black give away the ritual. You know it's ritual as soon as you see red and black. As soon as you see those two colors, you know what time it is. And the last thing they give us is this J.R. Alvarado. Which is 102. Okay, that's 12. 39, which is the Saturn to keep up time. The New York code, tying in with Trump, and also 93, which has a lot to do with time. 5 and 7 is 12. 69 pi, things going in full circle. 25 also has a lot to do with full circle. Remember now, beginnings and ends. We talk about Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. So anytime you see an Alpha and Omega ritual, there's something to spark off the beginning of that. And Alpha and Omega has a lot to do with 30 and 20. That's why they used 20 yesterday in their reporting, because this is the beginning of whatever they had planned. This is just the beginning. This is just the energy. You'll see a lot of take the gun talk and all this, but it has nothing to do with what is really about to happen. Remember, this is a spiritual war. It's got nothing to do with what you see on the idiot box. We're talking about spiritual warfare coming after diaspora or people of color, because they need that gene. They need us to act the fool so they can get to that gene. It's all about us, all about true power with these people. Nothing small on a small level is ever done. It's always on a big level. Mr. Maki, Back Row Ministry, peace and hamburgers.